Good morning, and welcome to the 10th of September 2024. Just leaving Sid Harbor now, after yesterday's epic climb up to the top there, and that is, if you haven't seen the video, Whitsunday Island Peak. Oh yes, I've got to shut that alarm off. Heading across only about an hour and a half or so to Bower Bay on South Molle Island. Everything being equal, I might do another climb today, but nothing like yesterday's. I thought I'd do the hard one first. Everything after that is a doddle, right? Oh, and yeah, there's Rover following us along. Yeah, I got lazy. I'm just putting her in the back now because I'm just going across the channel. So, all good. Another nice day. It does say a bit of rain. We got a little bit yesterday, even when I was up on the peak. But on the whole, it was pretty good. Just leaving Sid Harbor now. I've just shaken the reef out, even though it's supposed to be gusting up to 20 knots at some point. I'm going to go with that because I really only got the mainsail up at the moment. I'm going with the wind, and the jib really does nothing when you're at this point of sailing. So all good. Up ahead, we can see our unsafe passage, North Molle Island, Mid and South Molle, and Mount Makara beyond that, which is where Airlie Beach is. I think we're probably seeing part of Daydream Island there as well, so across the sandy isthmus. So Sid Island slipping by. Nice shushing of water under the keel. Lovely. And Rover has learned to heel. How good is that? Can't remember the name of that rock island there, but apparently during the October to February, it's to be avoided to allow I think it's sea eagles, to nest there in peace. So that's obviously a favorite site of theirs. Spion Kop is now coming to view around the point here. And that's where we're headed today, basically into Bower Bay, which should be just to the right of that. Looks pretty nice. Just rounding Sid Island. That's Hill Rock. Denman Island, South Molle. And in the distance, that is the mainland. Yeah, that's the mainland. So Conway National Park. And I think just between Hill Rock and Sid Island here is in the foreground is Long Island. I think Happy Bay is just on the other side of those little hills. But yeah, it's pretty nice out here at the moment. I've got the wind on my clacker, as it were. So I've just got the main up, as I said before, let it out of a reef now. Just looking back to Hook Island, Hook Passage. There's a couple of few boats out here. And it's a weekday, so it makes it a little bit quieter. The rest of us can come out and have some peace and quiet. Shh. The wind's now swung a little bit more to the southeast instead of just dead east as we've been having. So I run the jib out now just to give us a bit of extra push. Just moseying along at the moment, really. Getting closer. Just reading up on Bower Bay, and because the wind's quite east, I'm just going to check out to see what the conditions in there are. Otherwise, it might even be better to go, to the other side, just for the sake of getting a restful night's sleep. And looking further south, Pine Island, Dent Island, and the top of Whitsunday, and the open passage to the south. Okay, we've found the wind. It's coming down the channel now. And looking ahead, the buildings you can see are actually Daydream Island, looking across the sandy spit between Mid and South Molle Islands. So interesting, it makes it look built up there. There's some people going the other way. also towing their tender. I'm not the only one today. Yeah, getting closer now. The winds come in as forecast. Doing about 6 knots at the moment with the tender behind me. So it's getting the fastest ride ever. South Molle Island, Goat Island, and Denning, something like that. And once again, Daydream Island there through the middle there, and unsafe passage. Yeah, the sea's picked up a little bit with that wind that's now coming down Whitsunday passage. Yeah, you're looking back there at Dent and behind that Hamilton. So the tides are just after low tide now, so it's starting to come in. Of course, remembering that incoming tides basically move south, outgoing tides move north. So we're going west at the moment. So a tide will be going from our right to our left. And you can sort of see it in the waves here now that it's starting to be a bit of a wind over tide effect, as I've talked about many times before. So I won't this time. Yeah, just sort of laying a bit of a course to get across the tide. Because obviously if I aim straight into the bay, I'll get washed past and I'll get washed to the left of this headland, which is not what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm just feeling it now basically. 6 knots is what I was doing before over the ground. I'm now down to 4.9 with the same wind, but I'm just simply starting to fight this tide, which is sort of pouring through here. I'm going to test out Bower Bay. I might anchor somewhere if I find a nice spot. And just sit on board for a couple of hours while I have lunch and the like, and get a feel for what the boat's going to do on the anchor in here. It can be a good anchorage, but yeah, also can be a bit challenging too because of the tides. So let's just see what happens. We can start to see the old parts of the resort, South Molle Island Resort, coming into view now. I believe it's still not operational. It has been bought apparently by some Chinese firm, so maybe they'll do something with it. Who knows? Looks like there's a bit of an old jetty there as well. So yeah, it'd be nice if I can get ashore and see what's going on around here. Haven't been here before. So, whoa. I'm just feeling the boat's going this way, that way, and some other way because of the tide just knocking us about. Yeah, but the watercolor looks nice in there. Yeah, it looks pretty impressive. Starting to feel the wind more now that I'm actually going across it. Sort of oblivious to the actual strength of it when you're going downwind because you're going with it, so you're reducing the wind strength by your speed. As far as the apparent wind is concerned anyway. Now, always the big decision, where shall I go and anchor? Watching, not sure how deep it is here. We're sitting at 19 meters at the moment, so we're absolutely nowhere near anchoring yet. But yeah, just trying to see where the wind gusts go, and there's a little bit of swell motion, but not enough to worry about. So, so far so good. Oh, look, palm trees. There must be a resort here. Okay, so here we are in Bower Bay. Spion Kop, the Horn. Anchorage close to shore here because it drops off very quickly. And looking around towards the old resort. Okay, I'm going to go ashore in this little guy. And I have such faith that I've got my shoes on. Because basically we've got a wharf to go to. Okay, all hitched. And can't see fast forward now beyond those boats. Anyway, I'm ashore. South Molle Island. And yeah, that looks a bit worse for wear. No roof, fencing all around it. Anyway, let's go check it out. This looks pretty fresh still. I mean, for canvas or whatever it is that's been supposedly neglected. I'm gonna sleep here tonight. Accommodation still exists. Once again, the look of a sad, once popular resort. And what it amounts to now. Maybe one day again. Let's go and explore the rest. This looks like me. Not that too much. Ooh, we'll let the dogs out. Gates are open. Alright, this way. Okay, this is what the back of Derelict looks like. Look at that pool, undercovered area. Imagine all the fun that's been had here. You just can hear all those voices and the screaming kids and all the like. Now there's just an egret sitting on the side of the pool there. Having walked up Whitsunday Island Peak yesterday, this is looking a little easier. Certainly more mainstream. I think you're even able to ride bicycles up here, so different story altogether. Checks the map. Yes, South Molle Island was what I expected today, and it's been confirmed. Wonderful. 2 kilometers apparently, steady climb. Yeah, I got this. Okay, also a bit of a bushwalk. A lot easier on the feet, mind you. And it's kind of nice to be in the shade, seeing it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Decisions, just when you're starting to relax. Okay, Mount Jeffries and stuff up that way. Spion Kop, that way. Follow the butterfly. Yes, just a nice gentle climb. So far, so good. The promised grassland. The beauty here is I'm almost in the saddle and I can feel that wind. Heaven. Just having fun riding in the updraft here. Playing out the sound, winds, right here going wah, wah. Like Australian birds do. Major interchange. Oh, I'm gonna get lost here. Okay, Spion Kop, 1.2 kilometers. Yeah, I didn't cover much. Anyway, that way, which means, yeah, somewhere up that way. Yeah, don't think there's any easy way to do this. Anyway, we're being afforded a view already just to keep us going. Yeah, the other track went up to that peak. Can't get up with the name of now. And then see the back. Sorry, southwest of all the. Oh, we're beginning to get a view this way too. North Molle Island there, mid Molle in front of it. Haven in the distance. And lots of this grassy stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty nice part of the track. Got a view, got a breeze. Winner, winner. Look at that view, eh? Okay. Oh, that's where we gotta go. Coming in second place is the Anthill Mob. Because I'm in first place. But an amazing sight. This tall grass, whatever it is, it gives the hill a velvety look. Oh, feel the breeze. Looking right now, Fitzalan Passage, Fitzalan. I'm dreading what they've got for us coming up, but we're getting close at least. Okay, so you know what this noise is telling us? It's the cicadas or cicadas telling us it's hot. Damn hot. Look who I see. behaving herself. She doesn't know I'm watching. Oh dear. It's going to get serious from here on. And you riding down those steps wouldn't have been much fun on a bike, would it? And it's good they put a turning circle here too. So yes, wide traffic comes up, I can still turn around and go back. Anyway, onward. We're not at the top yet, but this is quite an amazing lookout. Hook Island, Hook Passage, Whitsunday Island, Sid Harbor with Sid Island, where I came from this morning, and continuing Whitsunday Island, Fitzalarn Passage, Lenny Island in the foreground, Hamilton Island behind that, and then Pentecost Island, that peak in the middle of Hamilton Island behind. Between those is Lindeman Island and then Dent Island. This is Goat, I think it is. Over there we've got Pine Island, top of Long Island, and in the background Cape Conway on the mainland. So, oh God, you can hear the screaming from here. Let's pay to go and get frightened. I don't know why, because they're just going along in a straight line. But anyway, good fun. Okay, wait, there's more. I should hope so. We're not on the top yet. So, yeah, they gave up trying to put a path across these rocks, which I can totally understand. Okay, looks like we've been had. That actually was the lookout, or is the lookout. This is looking the other way, which is still fantastic, don't get me wrong. I'm not whinging. Looking back at the derelict South Molle Island Resort. I think my tender should be there. Oops. Yep, still there. And of course, the star of the show, fast forward. Still behaving herself. I think she realizes I'm probably looking down, so yeah, that's good. Good. Keep them mean, be mean, keep them keen, whatever it is. I'm not mean. I don't think so. Anyway, I digress. Daydream Island, the sand spit out to mid-Molle, through the tree there, North Molle. In the distance, Mount Makara. Behind that, of course, is Airlie Beach. And if I swing around that way, you can see Sid Harbor. Okay, we came through there a while back. Covered most of this now. Been through Unsafe Passage there at least 3 or 4 times now. And in the distance, if I can resolve that, there we go. That's Grimston Point, which of course borders Woodwalk Bay, which is on the other side of that, which I've sheltered in twice on this trip. So, yeah, amazing. Well, there's an aircraft carrier of a trimaran. They obviously take people out here every day or whatever. Anyway, look at the colour of the water and look how clear it is. You can see the rocks and stuff underneath. No major ones really near fast forward, so I'm pleased about that. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to sit down somewhere and have some water. I actually thought we'd get right on top, but clearly that's not going to happen. Anyway, I'm not going to scale that on my own either. I can see. Anyway, nothing wrong with this view. Still in Bower Bay, but I was getting a lot of wind bullets there, so I'm actually seeing if I can move further down the bay, which I think somebody else has just done before too. Yep, aircraft carrier trimaran, one of the tall ships, another tall ship. Certainly a popular stop-off, that's for sure. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Radar.